Hello, in this edition of Iconic Brands, I'm with Jordan, and he's an avid collector. In this edition it's going to be quite special really, because it's not just about bikes. I met Jordan at a Raleigh bike show several times, and he's going to give us a tour of his collection of memorabilia, you call it?
Bit of all sorts really, yeah.
He's not only him and his dad collect cars, classic bikes. I also believe that this guy here has got possibly the largest collection of rallies and Raleigh Choppers in England, at least, I would say.
I'd like to think.
We're going to go through the numbers, but judging by what I've heard, I think he's got possibly the largest collection in England, especially with Raleigh Chopper Mark IIIs.
Yeah, big on Mark IIIs, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he may well have the biggest collection. And I'm also very interested to see what else you've got, Jordan. So take it away. So Jordan, have you got the first bike you ever had?
I have got the first bike I ever had, which was in fact a Hot One Mark III.
So your first bike you had was a Mark III.
That's what got me into it.
And that's what started you off?
Yeah,
okay.
Fortunately, I haven't actually got that with me here. That is actually in storage. I've only got so much room to store everything here. Well, basically, what actually started it was, obviously my dad being a big sort of 70s fan, into all, 70s whatnot. He about 20 odd years ago bought a golden yellow 1970 Mark I from one of the local villages. Never thought nothing of it, and then it was then followed by a reddy orange Mark II. Never thought nothing of it. Dad just had them as a 70s icon. I've had loads of bikes sort of in between, mountain bikes and bits and bobs. And then one day I was on the way to Stratford-upon-Avon, and in one of the nearest villages there is a charity bike shop where they sell second-hand donated bicycles. They actually rebuild them, restore them, and then they resell them, and all the money they make go towards cancer. And do going past in the car, the old head goes, oh, I've seen a chopper. So I come back from shopping, £90 later, the Hot One Mark III was in the back of the car, and let's be thinking, well, that's it, we've got a Mark I, we've got a Mark II, we've got a Mark III, let's leave it at that. Well, and then of course the rest is history.
Was the start, was
and
it?
then
Yeah.
one, and there was one colour, then there was another colour. Oh, I like that colour. And then all of a sudden we're sort of like touching double figures, and it's gone on and on and on.
So how many Mark III choppers have you got now?
Well, I actually, in fact, are on the stage of getting my 41st, believe from Mr. Iconic Brands. All will be revealed very soon. Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of multiple colours. I've got some couple of rare orange ones, and yeah, I've got a couple of cyan blue ones, some customs. Yeah, I mean, the thing with the bikes, you see, I don't like to have anything mint, because of course when they're stored, handlebars clash, pedals clash. I just like to sort of clean them up the best I can, really. Yeah. So yeah, so basically what you see is what you get.
So
yeah.
Jordan, is there any particular bike which is your favourite?
That's a hard question. I mean, I like them all. I mean, I like me rare orange ones. Once again, not the best condition. Yeah, some better ones out there, of course. It's hard to say a favourite, because they're all my favourite, really. I mean, this originally numbered Mark III is actually a homage to a Spitfire aeroplane. And I've got to say, this one is probably my best build, the one I'm most pleased with. I have got a second best one, unfortunately not here. I've actually got a chopper, which is basically a Mark III chopper painted in gold, and it's half chopper, half grifter. Yeah,
like you say, it's done as a Spitfire, and he's got the so the Spitfire markings on there. He's even got Biggles on there. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, to be honest with you, Jordan, I was actually more impressed with the custom bikes than I was with the.
That's it. I like the customs.
I love the customs, and I've gone over to that, and now it's getting bigger and bigger every year. So it's interesting to see that you're.
I mean, I've never spoiled a good Mark III. I mean, all the ones I worked on tended to be faded ones which I thought, well, damage is already done. It's not worth putting them back to how they were, because you'll never get it right. So of course, this one actually started life out as a numbered, just a sort of faded pink Mark III.
Right.
And all my Mark IIIs were originally faded ones.
This is Jordan with his Grifter collection. Now, Jordan, are you aiming to add to this collection?
No, I'm quite happy with the 5 Grifters, one in work in progress. Because of course, when you've got 45 choppers, it's you've got enough on your plate as it is. But I like to have a bit of all sorts. We've got here is a mix of all sorts really. They're all custom. Here we've got a 1980 Stars and Stripes, half custom single speed BMX Skyway wheels, stump pegs. So practical, when you're working with frames, you can afford to have to play around with them, and when you've got loads of bikes for parts, you can retrofit this and that and make something of your own.
Can I ask you, so none of these Grifters are actually originally like this? They're all custom?
No, they're all custom, and even that's going to be a custom as well.
So you're customising all your Grifters, okay.
They're all going to have my own little mark on them, yeah. Okay. 1980 Stars and Stripes. We've got a custom purple 1979, which was originally Stars and Stripes. That's all work in progress when I get round to it. This Grifter I've had the longest. This originally started life out as a 1982 black and gold Super Grifter. Tried to sell it, couldn't sell it, couldn't give it away. It was virtually scrap. And then one day, as you do, when you sat down the sofa, you have a brainwave and think, actually, I can do something with this. And my main priority was I always wanted to try and find a 76 bronze. So what I did, I thought, well, I didn't really have many colours to work from. I didn't know the original paint colours, so I basically went to a local car paint shop. And I said, get me a bronze. So we opted on the Nissan 350Z Sunset Bronze. And then basically I just built it up custom, running single speed. This one's been down to Devon, and it's also been to Billing. Yeah, nice bike with my own
well, that's fair enough, isn't it? You say you couldn't sell it. It was seen better days.
Give it away, no one wanted
so
it.
You customise it, and that's fair enough. To all the purists.
Putting it in the scrap pile. Yeah,
that's right. To all the purists out there, you have to remember that when you do customise these bikes, they are normally on their last legs.
That's it.
You would never customise a mint
example,
would you?
That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah,
you only customise what's partially no good.
That's right. Yeah, this is. Yeah,
you can afford to have a play.
Yeah.
Yep. So then that's say really 1982, but it's done as a 76 replica. I mean, it's not 100% true to a 76, but it's a bit of all sorts. I mean, a nice mix. Now this one is my most recent purchase. I got this off eBay as a frame. Grifter XL, which is 1981. Once again, had a few bits kicking about, and I just built a custom. Put some longer forks on it. Just some sort of chrome bars on it. And
those forks you just mentioned, these extra long forks here.
They're off a generic mountain bike.
Oh right, just took a mountain bike.
I just changed all the headset cups, to accommodate the ball for the bearings. Yep. So of course, when you break bikes, you can afford to have a play. Up on there on the work stand is a 1977 bronze Grifter. Well, what you can see. And that will be the very first one I'm going to do with 3-speed, because of course all these are single speed.
Yeah.
So this one's going to be I'm going to try and replicate a 76, even though she's 77. And that's basically going to be, say, a mix with it's going to have a Mark III twist grip instead of the handlebar twist one. Yeah, so that basically could be 3-speed, and hopefully, touch wood, we'll try and have that ready for Emberton in a few weeks.
Great stuff. The custom bikes are getting more and more elaborate every year, aren't they?
You see, yeah,
there's more and more people doing it because the prices of these bikes are so low that, like you say, that you can afford to break them and change them around.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you go to these shows, you can pick up a frame for 30 quid. And then, you see, because they've already had the heart ripped out of them, you can afford to take that risk.
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest, as well, you have a you know, an original bike and a custom one, and you'll be surprised they draw equal amount of interest. Put your own mark on it. I mean, if everybody's bikes were the same, it'd be a boring world, wouldn't it?
That's right, and
Yeah.
it's your, like you said earlier, it's your personal touch as well.
That's it.
Particularly with the Spitfire one that you,
Of course.
you like, yeah.
That's true.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
So it was a really interesting visit to Jordan's house and his fantastic collection of 45 Raleigh Choppers in total, which has got to be the most in the UK, if not even the world, I don't know. So if anybody out there, like I said before, has got more than that, please comment below. I'd like to know. In fact, if you're living abroad somewhere nice, I'll come and film you. That's no problem at all. But thanks to Jordan today for showing us his fantastic, it really has been, some people call him the Oracle of Raleigh Choppers and more. So I'll thank you again for that. And
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
really interesting seeing all your fantastic collection.
That's it.
And I know you're going to be adding, as you've said before, another one to his collection soon.
That's right.
Chrome in colour, I believe.
I believe so. I mean, obviously we discussed we've got say 45 choppers, but as you've got to obviously understand, I've only got so much room. I mean, I have got others elsewhere, but I've shown you what's here. Perhaps maybe in another video we can explore part 2.
Right. And thanks for watching.